As far as to try to win championships, but I feel great about it, but didn't even realize it. I didn't even know it really.
But when you first started years ago, though, I mean, if I told you you're gonna get 500 wins as an NBA coach, what would you have done? What would have been your response to that?
Well, first of all, I would say, how am I going to do that if I'm never a head coach? So, I didn't, just the fact that I got to coach, 5 teams in this league. I think, I feel extremely blessed, to be in that situation, to have coached, 5 different teams in this league. So, everything that I have and everything that I got is because of basketball, and I've been really blessed, over the years, be in this league for 31 years and be able to coach teams, as I said. So I owe basketball really everything.
Is the ring the missing piece, Coach?
Well, I have one, associate head coach, so. But no, in all honesty, it would be, obviously you like to win a ring in any way, but, as a head coach, I think it makes it that much more special.
I what sort of got you through the rough times we had to go through here? I mean, like go through last year and even like the 13. And how'd you kind of get through all that?
I think you got to try to stay even keel, really. I think, there's ups and downs in everything that you do. I think as a competitor, it wears on you, when you're losing. And, you always want to try to put yourself in a position to win. But I think at some stage you got to step back and you got to just almost recalibrate and say, what do we need to do to try to, change the direction of where we're going right now. And I think the greatest thing that happened, if you can call it great, in those 13 losses that we had, the consecutive losses, is that the guys never lost faith and there was never any fragmentation or anything like that. They just stayed the course and continued to work and, and said, we'll find a way to turn it around.
Coach, I saw Jalil is changing his number to honor Kobe, and a lot of players have done that. They're not going to wear 8 or 24. Just your thoughts on something like that?
Well, I think it speaks volume about who he was in this league and to all the players that he was, that idolized him. For guys just randomly to go back and say, I don't. They're basically saying, I don't think I deserve to wear number 8. And I want to honor him and not doing that and giving that number, all the homage that it really deserves and needs, really. So I've seen a bunch of guys do it around the league, and I think it's a great honor for Kobe, but I just think, like I said, it shows the respect that everyone had for him.
What does it say about that? They've always heard of rules about number for allowing guys to make this.
Well, I think that this is obviously a really special situation, and I don't see how they could possibly say that it couldn't be done. So what Trey did the first night, and there's so many of these guys that he touched their lives that you guys really don't know about. I mean, after games, talking to them, or really texting them and talking to them on the phone. I think you'd be shocked as to how many people that that he connected with, and in a personal way, if it either through talking to him, or texting him, or seeing him at the game and talking to him, and guys in the summer asking him for advice, and him actually working guys out. I think all of those things. and on that one, I would leave, and I give you Zion Williams. Okay.
All right. After the Cleveland game on the court, I think I asked you how you're feeling. Should we get past that question? We should just know that you're back to 100%. You're fine. And we shouldn't ask you after every single game how are you feeling.
You know what? If y'all feel like y'all need to ask it, I'm not gonna stop y'all. Like, it's y'all questions, y'all world. Just ask whatever, man.
So how are you feeling?
Still adjusting, still trying to find my legs again. But outside of that, everything's going well. Me and my teammates are finding our chemistry, and I think coaches are gonna be in a big help with us finding it.
And tonight's the night we found out if B.I. is going to be an all-star. Just from being around him this first half of the season,
What do you think has been the most impressive part of seeing what he's done this year, man?
I think his ability from, just taking the game over has definitely increased. At first we didn't really have a closer, but as the season went on, he decided to be the guy to step up and become our closer. And y'all seen it. He's done a hell of a job with it. So, I think he's an all-star in my opinion.
Are you still adjusting to the speed of the game? Do you think that it takes a little while even for someone of your skill level?
Honestly, I don't think it's adjusting to the speed. I felt like in preseason, adjusting to the speed wasn't that hard. And I think it's just a matter of, still kind of getting used to coming back from an injury. I think that's my hardest part right now.
Do you feel like you're a positionless basketball player, or do you feel like I can play center? Do you kind of still look at yourself as a position player? Do you feel like I can be a positionless player? Some guys have an aversion to maybe playing center, quote unquote.
Like I said, it's y'all world. Whatever y'all think, y'all got it. I don't really think it matters what I say, where I am. So my goal is to just go out there and win.
Tyler, it's only been 4 games, but do you feel more comfortable with the starting lineup, and do you feel like they feel the same about you being back, of course?
Yeah, I think they feel very comfortable with it. At first, my thoughts going in were, I don't think I want to start. I think I want to come off the bench so I can get the flow of the game and try to fit in. But they kind of just threw me right in there. But I think my teammates has really helped me with, adjusting to that.
What's been the thing that you found the most comfort with, just over 3-4 games playing with these guys? What is it, timing? Is it just knowing your role? What do you think is kind of?
I think it's definitely timing. B.I. can go from, just kind of going up and down the floor to snapping for 15 in a row or something. Drew has the ability to do the same thing. Knowing when JJ's hot to go get him open with screens and try to find him. The thing is definitely the timing that I'm still getting used to because, it's the NBA. You don't know who can snap whenever.
Are you excited about being on the same court with your former AAU teammate tomorrow night?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am excited about that. We came a long way. I'm happy for him. But when we on the court, I'm not thinking about that. I'm really just trying to get the win.
Do y'all talk a lot, like during the season? Y'all stayed in touch a little bit?
No, we definitely stay in touch. If you know me, I'm not one to constantly hit up people. If you know that I mess with you, then it's simple as that. You don't have to call you 100 times or text you all day. I mess with you. It's as simple as that.
Was the Saints shoes your idea or Nike's idea?
I think a little bit of both. They kept hearing me talk about how much I love the city, and they just wanted me to do this for the Saints.
Do you feel like you guys are turning the corner as a team a little bit?
In a positive way?
In a positive way, yeah.
I think so. This team has been through a lot. We had our bad stretches, had good stretches. Now I think it's just a matter of us trying to finish it off for that playoff spot.
When you and John were playing in AAU ball in South Carolina, did you guys ever talk about getting to this level and playing and sharing the stage one day?
We might have threw it in there rarely, because like I said on JJ's podcast, and we were the role players. I didn't even think I'd go to a high Division I college, if you ask me. I think it was definitely my parents that pushed me, gave me my mindset to I can go do something big.
What sense do you get from B.I. how he feels about tonight, and if he cares at all about getting to the All-Star game, or if he's excited, how's he feeling?
B.I. is definitely a selfless person. If he gets in, he'll be happy. If he doesn't, I don't really think it's gonna, cause him to get depressed or something. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where he go out there and he show the world why he'd kill it.
Zion, speaking of JJ's podcast, who's responsible for the Chick-fil-A on the Cleveland road trip there?
Who was responsible for it? The rookies are, but I think Melly, Nico got us on that one, that trip.
Appreciate it.
Kobe Bryant was the reason I wore 8 in the first place. Me and my best friends decided before my rookie season that I was on the road number 8. I wanted to go number 15 because that was my Duke number, but Philadelphia at the time was retired. Well, it's still retired. So we just said, let's go with 8. That's Kobe with the fro. So yeah, I went from there.
Obviously, he went to Lower Merion. Just when you play in Philly, just how much does his name come up that, you know, that's kind of where you got to start in a lot of ways?
All the time, but I think just being a basketball player in the United States, you hear his name all the time, no matter where you are. But yeah, I remember, you know, when he first announced that he was going to retire, his first game was against us in Philadelphia, and we had a sold-out crowd, and the crowd just embraced him. It was a really fun game, and obviously it was my first time playing against Kobe Bryant.
What is your number going to be now? And was it an easy decision, just kind of a no-brainer to say, like a lot of other players, I'm going to honor him by giving out that number?
Yeah, it was definitely a no-brainer. I wore the number 8 just because of him. But with, you know, everything that's going on, I think it was just a no-brainer. And then number 9 was just something that my teammates thought was a good idea. I didn't want to put too much thought in it, especially in the middle of the season. But I think Lonzo told me that he thought 9 was a true number, so I just went with it.
Not a Drew Brees, homage there?
Oh, no, I don't want to put that pressure on myself. Drew Brees number 9, no.
Do you have any particular memories of first time meeting Kobe or any time he talked to you, gave you advice, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, the one I cherish the most is when he talked to me before he played us in Philadelphia. I had just went through not a little situation, but I went through an incident my rookie season that I was got a lot of bad publicity, and he talked to me just about not worrying about the outside noise, letting me realize that everybody makes mistakes. And just hearing that from Kobe Bryant at a time where I pretty much thought my life was over just because it was my first time being in a negative spotlight, having him come to me and letting me know that everybody makes mistakes, it really meant a lot, and it really took a lot of pressure off my back just having Kobe Bryant tell you that.
You think as a player, guys will evaluate how they travel more after this accident, that maybe they'll be a little more careful about using helicopters and small planes and things like that?
I'm not sure what other guys think. I'm sure guys are scared, and I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that.
John, 4 games in for Zion, what have you seen that one thing that you're like, man, that I didn't know he was going to do this quickly? Is there something that you've seen in the tape or watching his game that you're impressed with that you thought he wouldn't pick up this fast?
No, honestly, I think, you know, you guys are just seeing just the start of it. He has so much more to offer, and I've seen him do a lot more, especially before his injury. So I'm just excited because I'm seeing, you know, all the praise that he's getting, but he's just getting started.
As far as you just talked about ups and downs in the league, Alvin Gentry's been in the league for 30-plus years. He has a chance to win his 500th game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow,
just
cool.
somebody who's been here for a couple of years with him, how special do you think that would be for him, you know, because he's been up and down.
Yeah.
He's been in the league a long time.
Yeah, you know, I love playing for Coach Gentry. He's an easy coach to play for. He cares about us as people, and I think that's why it's easy to play for him. But I didn't realize that was a situation on Friday. I'm excited for him, so hopefully we can get that done, and that's a huge milestone.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.